Africans. In fact, let me mention her name, Jacinta or Jacinta. What is your problem? What is the color of your problem?
Crime of apartheid.
South Africa has observed acts of violence against foreign nationals.
The Ghana response was not necessary. We hope they will come back to their senses.
Where I think the Ghanaian government really overreacted.
Today we are going to go straight into the whole thing because what is going on in Ghana right now, it's bizarre. I mean, things are happening left and right. Hi, this is Street Parliament. My name is Jenny, and today I have here
DJ Amali.
Yeah, he's on the street with me today. We didn't come to play. Yeah. Okay. We're going to start with South Africa. South Africans. In fact, let me mention her name, Jacinta or Jacinta. What is your problem? What is the color of your problem? You are the same person that said that, oh, you people, if the foreigners in your land feel like they can't stand you people being xenophobic, then they should go back to their country. Now, Ghana, as you can see, we Ghanaians, we are pampered to the point that sometimes it's funny. You get it? See, we have a very handsome, fine man as a president. Have you seen our foreign minister?
Yeah.
See, we are the bees. Now, the government of Ghana said, no, we are not going to allow you to be doing all this left and right things. So we are coming for our people. And after that, Jacinta is saying that we are overreacting.
Where I think the Ghanaian government really overreacted.
The Ghana response was not necessary. We hope they will come back to their senses.
I really want to know, what's the color of your problems? You said, if you're not from this land, go to your land. Now, Ghana is coming for their people back to Ghana. You're saying that we are overreacting by organizing to take our people back to the country. Like, you people are not xenophobic. And then, what is the meaning of that?
You know, I came in contact with the whole xenophobia factor about 5 years ago.
Wow.
Then it was so bad. There were some pictures that were even circulating. I mean, with regards to the fact that this is how South Africans were treating people from other countries. I saw terrible pictures at that time. This is 5 years ago. And it's still the same. Now, what is the problem with the South African people? Their problem is we have a certain particular style of trade that you've come into our country, you're not supposed to even touch that kind of trade. In Ghana, it's like that. There are trade rules, there are trade regulations, there are trade unions. So when you go to every country, it is prudent that you get to understand the system that they want you to take up to. Even in Ghana, when the Nigerian phone dealers and laptop, whatever, electronic sellers, when they cross the threshold where they're supposed to be, and then they begin to do a different type of or kind of trade, then the Ghanaians begin to go at them. Sometimes we even apply a little bit of force and all that. Good. So South Africans are saying that these are the type of businesses that we don't want you to engage in. I think it's retail or something. Perfect. Then we are not doing that. So the Ghanaians, Nigerians, and people from the other countries, including the Arab countries, they go there and then they do the petty things. They do the restaurants.
The news.
Exactly. Then your people don't want to work. There is a tower in South Africa, a very tall tower. I've forgotten the name. It was uncovered that people, lazy South Africans, junkies, and those who don't want to have something meaningful for themselves, they were living there. There were criminal revelations that indicated that there were people who were even killing themselves and keeping the bodies in that tower.
Wow.
Good. So now you have a track record. At first, it was some sort of like artisan. We were just guessing. Okay, so we've heard they are lazy people, but in actual fact, it is the reality. Because there are streets where you go there, there's no South African barber, there's no South African hairdresser, there's no South African nail technician, there's no exactly. These are things that are done by the Ghanaian people. Okay, fine. Now you feel we are taking your jobs. What happens to amalgamation? What happens to coming together with the Ghanaian people to create a united front? Because in Ghana, there are Lebanese people starting restaurants over here. Ghanaians also have restaurants. So they have all been, they all have been embodied under certain, groups or certain organizations, regulatory organizations in this country. I'm talking FDA, I'm talking the Ghana Tourism Authority and all that. And they regulate these people fairly.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
But the problem with the South Africans is that leave, like just go. Don't touch anything. Like leave it all to ourselves. Ghanaians, Nigerians, and other countries, other nationals have been there. Not now, 20 years, 30 years.
For a long time.
Like 35 years ago. You gain freedom from apartheid. What did the people begin to do? Apart from staying on the sidewalks and dancing, Aibo, those things they
Just
used to
like
do.
when they were doing the march to
Exactly.
the whole thing, they were dancing.
Exactly. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Violence became the order of the day. Initially, we were blaming it on the white man. Now they were free from apartheid. Okay, what next? Now they didn't want to work. Places, the mines were manned by people from other places. They were people from other countries. Do you get it? This same type of businesses that you are attacking the people for, the Ghanaians, the Nigerians, and the people from other countries for, the foreigners are doing it. What stops you from going there? Because you think the black people are
That
the
is
easy
my
targets.
problem.
Exactly.
That is my problem.
Exactly.
So their problem is actually with Africans. It's not. Let me say their problem is with the blacks,
Exactly.
not the how do you call it, the Europeans or the other
Of
color.
course.
Because I watched a video where I saw, I think it was like a restaurant, and then the South Africans were there warning the owners of the restaurant in the area. So it was more like a meeting. And then they were telling them that they should make sure they unemploy every African foreigner in the restaurant. Meanwhile, these owners of restaurants were Chinese.
Exactly.
Chinese, Lebanese, Indians.
It's Chinese
and then
retail.
Europeans. So now I got confused. I was like, no, I don't think it's a matter of foreigners anymore. It's a matter of Africans and
Yes.
blacks.
Of course. I mean, they are going after their match, the people they can actually attack. It's a restaurant, a retail business. So what are you doing there? Do you get it? It's a barber. I mean, there was one sad video I watched. I think they had this Nigerian man running a washing bay. And then they were attacking him left, right, and center.
Let me not cut you off. There is a Ghanaian man. In fact, there is a video of him. He removed his shirt, and then you can see from his back
The cane
that he
marks.
was caned. Now I'm wondering if it was just cane or they used cutlass, because he has cuts all over his back.
Oh, yeah, you
and
know-
it's very sad.
Oh, yeah. In
And then
fact-
I saw another one. He was being beaten. When I say beating, not like blows, like boxing.
Exactly.
And that person was also a Ghanaian.
Yeah, he was brought first. He was actually brought to the country first.
This
Yeah.
is bizarre.
We,
Like this
we have
is
to bring him first. Once upon a time, there were systems we were not so happy about. So there were certain individuals who decided to march the streets. So you have the Julobi, we have the one Kalijes and the Kalije and the others started before the Julobi came. Is it fix the country?
Fix it.
Fix the country. We had lawyers. We had people who were critical thinkers, who could do objective criticisms, raise objective arguments, in as much as some of them were even partisan. That's a story for another day, because our constitution recognizes the fact that everybody can be affiliated to every political party they want to. That's fine. Now, we had people like this who were leading the front. Let me situate them in one side. Let's focus on Jacinta and the people who were leading.
Yes.
They were literally spewing hate.
Hey,
There was no decorum in their communication. There was no communication skill. There was no diplomacy. Meanwhile, TUC, substations of the TUC at Circle and the others, when they meet the Nigerians, they strike proper communications with them.
yes.
Structured ones. They're able to tell them, okay, Charlie, you know what, you are selling. We don't say don't sell. But all of a sudden, you are venturing into something that we think is not too much of your level.
Yes.
Constitutionally, you're not supposed to even do this. It's supposed to be for us. But for Jacinta and the others, go back to your country. Go back.
Yes.
We saw that.
Yes, we are not xenophobic. You people should
Oh,
go
come
back
on.
to your country.
Look.
That is weird.
Look, and then they were saying what? That we are overreacting.
They said all of a sudden she did a press conference talking about how Ghanaians are overreacting about the whole thing. I think we can upload the video and then viewers
Yeah, sure.
will see
Right.
that aspect. And it was so crazy. I'm like, we Ghanaians, we are the bees. You get it? Even do you know the first batch of the first batch 300 people have arrived in Ghana
yeah, today. Yeah.
which was amazing. I mean, a lot of people were saying thanks to the government, thanks to Mahama,
Yeah, the foreign
and
ministry.
then the foreign ministry.
foreign
They
minister,
did amazing
of
job
course.
by being able to gather and then make provisions for things to be easier for them to arrive in the country. I was watching the videos. I mean, they gather all of them at is it Pretoria?
Pretoria.
Yes, and then they got buses for them and everything. It's they're doing a great job. They
Of
did
course,
a great
of
job
course.
with the whole thing.
course.
But I want Jacinta to know that I think she doesn't know what xenophobia or being xenophobic
Phobic
is.
means.
So please go back to your dictionary and then go and read it,
In
and then you will
previous-
know the meaning of it,
Yeah, in-
because you are being xenophobic.
In previous years, xenophobic attacks were actually taking place, but there was no leader.
Okay.
A bunch of hooligans, a bunch of hoodlums, gentlemen who feel disgruntled with the system. Okay, look, we need you guys out of our country so we can handle things by ourselves. So it was done by a bunch of hooligans, a bunch of hoodlums, criminals, and all that. Some of them even ended up looting some of the shops that they had gone to. But this time around,
It
there's
has a
certain
leader.
Jacinta who is leading.
have a leader.
Yes.
A leader. Now my question is she trying to stand for presidency or what?
I think maybe she wants to gain a certain amount of popularity. This is what I will call diplomatic criminology.
Okay.
Yes. Look, bilateral relations are supposed to be solidified in such that if I don't like what South Africans are doing in my country, there's a way you speak to it. Do you understand me? I've seen Ghanaians beginning to say that, hey, Charlie, we are not cool like that. South Africans will never forget, but we are not going to react. Our minister, our authorities went to South Africa and created exit plan for the Ghanaian people there, and they are back. Do you know why we did that very quietly? There are diplomatic requirements.
Yes.
The world is run by the United Nations.
Yes,
And so
yes.
you need to follow regulations for fear of being held liable for criminal offenses. And I think Ghana has been very, very extreme about this diplomacy.
Yes.
And then we always, so that's why Ghanaians will be maltreated in some countries, and then we are going to bring them back, and then however, 300 people are back. We are very, very grateful to our minister, the government, and all that. I come from a very lenient country called Ghana. In the rise of the recent xenophobic attacks, there's a South African artist who came to Ghana. There's Uncle Waffles.
And then do you see
and she
how
was given
Yes.
there's a name I wanted to call it. She was given a presidential.
it was crazy.
Well, exactly.
I saw the whole thing and I'm like, is this the same South Africa that are attacking Ghanaians on their land? Is it the same? And everyone was like, is it Uncle Waffles?
Uncle Waffles,
Yes,
yeah.
everyone, Uncle Waffles. I'm like, Ghanaians, what are we doing?
Right. You see?
I'm not saying we should use violence or anything, but
but then they should watch their backs. So South Africans should watch their backs.
yeah.
Because apparently they are running most of the malls in this country. All the malls. Yes. They are running ShopRite. They are running.
That gives me this eerie feeling about the government quietly going by the diplomatic way to bring back their people.
Yeah.
I feel like they are putting things in place where it might be difficult for South Africans to actually operate in some certain businesses here in this country.
We are a lenient country once again.
Okay.
What
We are right.
what are the Lebanese people not doing to some of our workers? What are they not doing? To the extent that some of them are even renewing. You know, there's something called the tax holiday. So every foreign business enjoys a tax holiday for a period of 5 years. Mind you, there are some companies when they realize their 5-year period is about to end, if this is where their flyer is, they turn it like this, and then they go and re-register and say it's a new company, but it's the same thing, the same product.
To
And say-
enjoy.
exactly. So there's some people who are going to be in Ghana for the next 20-25 years, for as long as they are very smart and innovative with trying to reframe
The whole thing.
who they are. Good. Now, look, in Ghana, forget about it. People are still going to Pizza Inn. People, I'm sorry to mention some of these places, but I'm situating them within a context. People are still going to Pizza Inn. People are still going to Creamy Inn. People are still using MTN.
Of course, everywhere
so,
you go.
So you see, they haven't washed their backs enough.
True.
They haven't washed their backs enough. And I think most of the countries, like I said most of the countries that are suffering from the whole xenophobic factor are people who, I'll say, are looking too much at something I called diplomatic bilateral relationships. They are all very much scared. Obiafere. Yeah.
Okay, now I know the government has done well and everything. I saw some welcoming packages. I heard the foreign minister
Yeah.
has putting things in place for them to as status when they arrive. Though we have first 300 people arriving today, or they already did, right?
First 300 have arrived.
So it's left with roughly 500 because I heard they are roughly
500 to
800. I saw the provisions they made as a welcome item 13 at the airport. Now, I am wondering till when? You know, in as much as we are saying the government have done well bringing your people, in as much as even those people that were brought back to the country are happy about the fact that they've been brought back, and then they are thanking the government and everything. Till when? Those provisions, how long is it going to? Because mind you, most of them left this country to go fend for themselves, or
Right.
to go make, how do you call it, money,
Make a living,
yes,
you know.
out there. So now that you are still back to the country, I want to know, how long is this provisions welcoming thing, or this status thing is going? How long is it lasting?
you know,
Mind you, we still have people here in this country
who are still struggling.
Right.
Listen, you see, this particular exercise has been done under the auspices of the foreign ministry. All right, spearheaded by the foreign ministry and all that. There are internally generated funds in every ministerial institution to be able to run affairs. That's why the Ministry of Roads and Highways, they have internally generated funds where they are building roads for you and all that. So I'm pretty much sure there are funds like that. Then, if their liquidity coffers, I'm talking their monies, are not too enough to be able to receive these people, this is a humanitarian feat. This is a humanitarian activity. So sometimes what they will do is that they broaden their wings. They reach out to individuals and bodies and institutions and organizations that are ready to come on board to help. So I am sure there are some institutions underground that may not really, you and I may not know, but they're also pushing towards making this work. There might be funds from the UN, from the AU, from the European Union. There might also be some from some of the bodies within the United Nations. Remember, these people will need healthcare.
Yes.
They will eat.
Eat.
You understand me? So there are bodies and all that, plus internally generated funds. I'm sure that from the government's general coffers as well, the government might also want to take some money and then put into this particular exercise. So it looks outrageous, but I mean, there are provisions. Mind you, every country saves for some of these, insurgencies, unforeseen insurgencies, and this is just one of them. So I'm pretty much sure Ghana is in a position to handle this.
Well, he said he is sure Ghana is in a position to handle this. Yeah, so we'll see you in our next episode, and this is Street Parliament.
Ciao.
Before we sign out, my name is Jenny.
And I'm DJ Almali.
Yeah.
Y'all know the vibe. Like, comment, subscribe. Ever 360 Studio. We outside.